Second one right in the middle of the zone.
So that brings Giwan Bay to the dish. Lefty swings at the first pitch, fouled away. Eric Wagaman is playing his 8th game with the Syracuse Mets. He has 8 RBIs in that time. In 18 games with the St. Paul Saints this year, only 6 runs batted in. Bay leaves the 0-1 pitch away, and it's 1-1. Bay hitting .295 this season. Takes a nice pitch, a curveball at 80 that just gets the inner third. It's 1-2. Giwan Bay, 26 years of age, from South Korea. First year in the Mets system and first year away from Pittsburgh. 1-2. That hits him. Bay falls right down to his backside, and he'll head over to first base to load the bases.
I mean, I think it's safe to say Chad Dallas is a little bit rattled. He's had really solid command this season, right around 3 walks per 9 innings. Hasn't even hit a batter until right now.
Cool. Giwan Bay takes the first pitch in this 3rd inning. It's quickly 0-1. 3-2 Syracuse in front. Chad Dallas, Buffalo starter, back out there, and he goes home. Bay takes outside. Ball 1. Bay, Pache, Parada, 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Mets. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Bay was looking at the Salt City deck. It's 1-2. Been a roller coaster of a year for Giwan. Got off to a slow start, was hitting really well in April. Rather cold here in May. As he flares the 1-2 pitch down the left field line, Shrek hustles towards the line and makes the catch. First out.
He's had hot streaks and cold streaks. Last week was really sharp. And this inning, Giwan Bay. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. All right, you asked me what's on my Spotify. What's on yours?
Yeah, mine's chaotic too. Very similar time range to you.
A 2-2.
Another called strike, changeup over the plate.
Hip hop stuff that comes out. So I'm all over.
Did you listen to the new Drake?
A couple of songs.
Okay. Not good enough in my book.
No. And Drake is one of my all-time faves.
Oh, I'm not saying the album isn't good enough. I'm saying you're
right,
isn't
exactly.
I think the album's fantastic.
I knew you were chirping me the whole time. Drake is one of my faves, so I gotta sit down and maybe that's what I do this afternoon with all the free time I have.
I ran through it the whole next day it came out. Bay bloops it to right. Ward charges in. It bounces in front of him, and he's on with a bloop single. So Giwan Bay has been on twice today. Hit by pitch in the 1st inning, a single here in the 5th. It's funny that you mentioned Elvis. That would be my earliest one as well. As Giwan Bay is safe at first base, you can stay safe in life too with regular screenings from St. Joseph's Cancer Care. Bay at first, Christian Pache up. Nobody out bottom of the 5th. Mets up 5-4. Yinger checks over at first base, slides back. But with Morabito up in the big leagues, Giwan Bay is the team leader in stolen bases with 12 this year. Also leads the team in average and OPS. He's really been producing. Bay runs. Throw from Simonite is late, and he slides in with number 13. Giwan Bay flashing the speed, and he's in scoring position with nobody out.
That was way too easy. Yinger's cutter comes in at 87. So Bay just gets to the back part of the bag and slides in easily. In 8 of his last 9 games in the month of April where he hit .450. But then in May, he's been hitting under 200. So where can Giwan Bay get back to being that, over 300 hitter is probably where the Mets want him to be.
Throw sails into center field, and Bay swipes third. Crucial mistake by Hayden Yinger. He sailed that ball past second base, and it puts Giwan Bay 90 feet away. I mean, in a one-run ball game, that is a crucial mistake.
And you're checking on a runner at second base, too. You might as well want the catcher to try and get him out at third, if anything. And Yinger's at third if he gets the right hit.
Parada lifts it in the air, right center field. Clase jogs over, Bay's going to tag, and he gets in with ease. Sacrifice fly makes it a 6-4 ball game. Syracuse pulls in front by 2 here in the 5th inning.
The error proves costly for Buffalo. I mean, had he not made that error, there's a runner at second base with 2 outs. But instead, a run comes in, and a little bit of a pad here for the bullpen day.
How about that, just manufacturing a run? A single, a stolen base. You get to third because the pitcher's worried.
Playing at home. And now 6 of his 8 home runs this season are here at NBT Bank Stadium. He's hitting over 270 at home.
I think that last homer was really impressive. First pitch to Bay outside. We see him pull a lot. He's got a lot of pull side power to right field. That ball was dead center. 108 off the bat, 413 feet, just a missile. 1-0 pitch. Bay takes the sweeper inside, 2-0.
It just kept carrying and carrying. The wind isn't really blowing out to center field all that hard. He didn't need the assistance from the wind.
Definitely not. That ball was just rising. Clase was running back, and then he just stopped in his tracks. 2-0. Ball up high. Train rolls by on the tracks out in left field. Kids filing back for the school buses on Education Day. They got to see one more little learning point in, well, just smack the heck out of the ball, and maybe it'll leave the yard.
Yeah, if you go to the gym, that's what you can do.
Yeah, get big. Now, Bay works a walk, 2 on base, 2 outs. Mets lead at 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th. And that 3-1 pitch. Pache smacks it straight up the middle for a base hit. Wagaman comes in to score. Bay's on his horse. He comes in too. 2-run knock for Christian Pache, and the Mets put up double digits. It's 10-4 here in the 6th.
9 runs yesterday, 10 runs in 5 innings and 2/3 so far. When this team comes back to NBT Bank Stadium, they find their groove. On the road in Scranton.
First pitch, hit out to right field. Bay charging to his right, makes the running catch and ends the inning. 2 scoreless frames for Carlson in his AAA debut. It's 6-4 Syracuse. Tyner Falefa at the 2024 trade deadline. Popped up to right. Bay races over, makes the catch. Runner takes off for third. The throw is on a line to third base. Great throw by Giwan Bay. And there's 2 down with 2 on base.
Shrek was testing Bay's arm, and I think he's seen the answers to said test. Do not run on that arm.
It's a good pun on Education Day.
Hey.
I don't think you intended for it, but
Of course I did.
yeah, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course. I know you asked favorite subject. Did you have a favorite grade? We'll say pre-high school.
New arm into the game for Buffalo. It is Brandon Salucci. 14th appearance of the year for him. First pitch to Giwan Bay is a strike. 5 runs on 6 hits and an error for Buffalo. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors for Syracuse. 0-1. Looped foul.
This is a good week for the batting averages. Tough week for Buffalo pitchers so far.
Salucci's had a great go of it as of late. 3 straight scoreless outings. Started the season with 6 straight scoreless outings. This is the 3rd time that he is pitching against Syracuse this year. Made his season debut on April 8th at Salem Field against the Mets. The 1-2 pitch drops below the zone. It's 2-2. That day was, well, Syracuse on the road, a little swing happy. 2 innings, 5 strikeouts. Only 2 base runners allowed from Salucci. 2-2. Giwan takes in. Count runs full. Giwan's been solid today. Hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. Singled and scored in the 5th. Walked and scored in the 6th. He has 2 stolen bases today. Payoff. High for ball 4. So he is on for the 4th time today.
The call of ball is being challenged by the
Challenge here from Buffalo. Both teams have at least one challenge remaining, and Buffalo holds on to its second challenge. That is a strike. So instead of ball 4, that is a strikeout looking in the first out.